Just about a week ago, we entered into summertime. And summertime can be a time to relax, to slow down, hopefully, and to find God in new ways, in a slower pace. Gemma Simmons writes, "Summer becomes a time for reconnecting with the natural light. The greater opportunities for community living afforded by being able to sit outside for longer, watching children play and people talk outside instead of sitting enclosed away from the winter weather. There is a sense of a general relaxing into the present, a willingness to linger over meals or encounters, savoring the moment, allowing the time to pass by. Whether in the country or just passing neighbors' gardens or public parks, summer reminds us of the insane generosity of God. Trees and plants flower and fruit in a way that can seem almost criminally wasteful. Bumblebees amble past, drunk on nectar. Neither animals nor humans can eat and use all the fruit that emerges from the trees and bushes. If a spirituality of summer tells us anything, it is that the fruition of the earth is always going to be more than we can calculate and make use of in obvious ways. Wasting time with a God whose times and seasons are full of generous wastefulness can remind us of what truly matters. The God who is with us always to the end of time is not limited to any season. God is both within and beyond times and seasons, but invites us in the summer, perhaps more vividly than at other times, to hear, "This is my body," as an invitation to savor the beauties of creation. This includes ourselves, the other, whether family, friend, or stranger, and the earth in full flower and fruit, as the power of the risen Christ liberates all creation from bondage. Invitation to a summertime spirituality. The psalmist writes in Psalm 8, "O Lord, our sovereign, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouths of babes and infants you have founded a bulwark because of your foes, and to silence the enemy and the avenger. When I look at your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars that you have established, what are human beings that you are mindful of them, mortals that you care for them? Yet you have made them a little lower than God, and crowned them with glory and honor. You have given them dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under their feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, and the fish of the sea, whatever passes along the paths of the seas. O Lord, our sovereign, how majestic is your name in all the earth." I think one of the wonders in reading Psalm 8 is that all of this created order, all of this beauty, all of this majesty is created by God. All of this is from God. And the invitation is to enjoy. The invitation is to enter into that which God has made in all of its abundance, and let go of trying to produce something from what God has done and merely enjoy what God has done. George MacDonald put it this way: "There is such a thing as sacred idleness, the cultivation of which is fearfully neglected now." There is such a thing as sacred idleness. And again, not looking at what God has created, Psalm 8, and what we can do to benefit from that or make it work to its optimum potential, but rather to rest in what it is that God has done. A time to do nothing but enjoy. Time to lay down the burdens of busyness. to leave our computers at the office, to leave our email unchecked for a day. In Mark 6:31, Jesus gives this invitation to his disciples who have been busy. Then Jesus said, "Let us go off by ourselves to a quiet place and rest a while." Jesus said this because there were so many people coming and going that Jesus and his apostles didn't even have time to eat. Come, let us go off by ourselves to a quiet place and rest for a while. To rest in the grace of God and all that he has done. Denise Levertov wrote, "As swimmers dare to lie face to the sky, and water bears them, as hawks rest upon air, and air sustains them, so would I learn to attain free fall and float into Creator Spirit's deep embrace, knowing no effort earns that all surrounding grace. Learning to rest in what is, the strength of the grace of God." Some things are better experienced than explained. So I invite you in this summer season, lay down for a while. Take a purposeless evening walk. No purpose other than enjoying the present moment that God has given and the wonder of his created order. To catch a glimpse of the immensity and the grandeur of the universe and your place in it. Take a break. Have a cup of coffee. Look at the clouds. Have a glass of wine at the cafe or restaurant and people watch. Pick flowers with your toddler. Read a book that has no practical value. Take up drawing or paint a picture. And don't worry about how good it is or even if you finish it. Sacred idleness. Wander in the grandeur of God. Father Michael Rainier writes, "There's value to lazy summer days. We can't allow our need to be constantly productive to get in the way. I feel the constant urge to jump into action, to fix it, to do something, anything, to be productive. I want to feel like I'm helping. In the meantime, life is passing me by. This summer, don't let life pass you by. Practice sacred idleness. Heed the words of Jesus. Come, rest for a while in a quiet place." Might this summertime be a time that we meet God in the ordinary, in the quiet, in the simple, day to day of our lives. To his praise, amen.